This one's a little sad and exciting as we send the boys on their own flying cargo to Thailand. We hope they make it. Chloe and I take a different flight to Bangkok, where we have a short drive to Pattaya and to see the Island Spirit Factory and my brand new catamaran. And I'm excited to announce the all-new Sailing Doodles app.
Pleased to meet you. Why don't I know your name?
All right, in preparation for heading to Thailand, so flying with the doggies to Thailand. Today is their vet check. So I got to take them to the vet, get them all cleared out. So I've got the transport company, AE Pets, that is handling their certificates and all the transportation, but they still need a vet to sign off saying they're good. So we're headed to the vet now.
Put your picture in.
We were in Dallas in my RV making our final preps before heading to Thailand.
Glad we met. If you come with me,
Shit. Okay.
regrets. And when you're drinking my brandy.
So if you don't know, I have multiple YouTube channels. Sailing Doodles, you're watching on this one. And then I also have Flying Doodles, which is run by Emma. And then I have Glamping Doodles, which is what I'm in right now. So that is my RV. And when I'm not on the boat, I live in my RV and just travel around the United States. So if you'd like to check out some of Glamping Doodles, you can.
Jammies, and you think
Cougar and Merlin were excited for a ride, but they didn't know they were going to the vet.
didn't make you smile. Cause you made my day. Come with me, I swear I'll just say that you never felt so good.
The nurse has already come in. Basically said it's mostly just a paperwork thing, making sure all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed and everything. Check their microchips and all that stuff. And then they gotta make sure all the paperwork's done. They will give them just a little, check their vitals and make sure they seem healthy and everything. But other than that, they're not doing much. Doc came in, just listened to their hearts and lungs and felt them up and everything and looked in their mouths and said, okay, they're great. Said basically it's just a paperwork thing. So you need a USDA certified veterinarian because it has to be official USDA paperwork that they do and all that stuff, which AE Pets actually takes care of the health certificate, but they still have to be authorized to sign it and everything. So anyway, so you can't just go, you have to make sure either your vet, so this is not my normal vet. We had to come here because my normal vet is not USDA, well, I don't know if they're certified or whatever. They're not on the program that lets them sign that stuff off. Come on, boys, say bye.
I'll see you in Thailand. Come here, Cougs. Come here before I get you.
Cougar.
Bye,
All right, well, we'll see you in a little bit. Come on, Murphy. Yep, it's kind of sad. Got to say goodbye to got to take them to the airport. They have to be there like 5 hours before their flight, so taking them now.
My mom said goodbye to the boys too, and we were off to the airport.
Quit it. Go.
I was giving the boys as much freedom and outdoor time as I could because they weren't going to have much more of it for the next day and a half. It was about a half-hour drive to the Lufthansa Cargo Center at DFW.
All right, well, we are in hurry up and wait position. So the AE Pets is, I'll put a link down below. They're handling the whole thing. So basically they did all the import permits and they set up all the health certificates and all that stuff. I did have to take them to the vet, but they coordinated it with the vet to get the right certificates. And then the handler's here. So we got a handler that takes them, meeting them. They could have actually picked them up from my mom's place if I wanted for an additional fee, but it's only a 30-minute drive, so like whatever. I just drove here and met them at the cargo center. And then so they're inside doing the paperwork, and as soon as they're ready for me, then put them in the kennels and take them up there to get loaded. But I let them pee and poo as much as they wanted. They're kind of peed out, and then we're just chilling. So they are flying to Frankfurt, where there's a pretty good animal hotel. So their layover will be at the hotel where they get walked and fed and watered and all that stuff. And then they'll go from Frankfurt to Bangkok. And then, so AE Pets has arranged for another agent to pick them up in Bangkok. They've already done all the approval paperwork for Bangkok. It's already been, the permits are already there. So then the agent is actually gonna drive the dogs to meet us at our Airbnb. They say, the flight lands at 2 in the afternoon, and they say they'll be at our Airbnb by 4:30 in the afternoon, and it's a 2-hour drive. So I guess that it goes through pretty quick. So I know, boys, it's not going to be fun. but it's what we got to do.
Soon the time came to put the boys in their kennels.
Salvation and a mood and a cup of tea.
All right, well, they didn't seem too upset, honestly. They seem to be doing okay in their kennels, so I'll see them in about 30 hours. I hate doing that, but you know, what else are you gonna do? All right, so they only got to do it a couple times a year.
A few hours later, Chloe and I headed to the airport. We had a long day of traveling as well, a little over 16 hours from DFW to Hong Kong.
All right, made it to Hong Kong. So 16 and a half hour flight to Hong Kong. That's one of the longest flights I've ever been on. And then we got like a 3-hour layover here, and then we are going to Bangkok, so a 3-hour flight to Bangkok. It was like $89 for the lounge here, something like that. Plus it's all you can drink, all you can eat, and you get a shower and all that. So like we had a 3-hour layover, so like yeah, we definitely are doing that. Definitely worth it. I mean, because we would have spent that easy going to a restaurant somewhere else, but worked out pretty good. So I'm gonna dig in.
After a relaxing time in the lounge, it was time to get moving to the gate.
Hey, and you snatch your rattling last breaths with deep sea diver sounds, and the flowers bloom like madness in the spring.
We made it to Thailand, where Island Spirit had arranged for our transportation to Pattaya.
Made it to Thailand. Cheers. Chokdi. Dogs, the boys are here. The boys are here.
Cougar and Merlin made it to our Airbnb about 4 hours after we did.
As he bends to pick a dog and he goes down into
Oh, look at the doggies. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Cougar. Oh, Merlin. I know. I'm so excited. There you go.
Here we go. Oh, they miss their daddy so much.
What's up, boys? I know.
It was fantastic to see the boys doing so well, so we took them for a nice long walk.
salvation.
They deserved it.
Aqualung, my friend, don't you start away uneasy.
We stopped at a restaurant for our first authentic Thai food for the trip.
All right, that was well, unfortunately, that was like that was. Yeah, I swear that was probably the longest wait I've ever had to wait for food in Thailand. But it was good. It was very good. And how much do you think that was? So she had you had tom kha soup, and I had some fried rice, and then a beer and 2 waters.
Mine translated to like $1.
Yeah. It was $10 for all that. Uh-oh. So that's why I love Thailand so much. I mean, like, that was like a proper meal out, whatever, $10. I mean, that same meal would have cost minimum, in the US, that would have cost a minimum of $40, probably $50 for that.
The next day, I was excited. We were headed to the Island Spirit factory to see my new boat. The Island Spirit factory has really grown a lot since my last visit 18 months ago. My boat was there at the end of the factory, ready for completion.
Not gotten to see the boat up close yet.
Well,
so I'm excited.
it's right over there. We're going to see in a second. And the man that's going to show it is Will. How you doing?
Hi guys.
And you've been with Island Spirit almost a year now?
Almost a year, yeah.
Will you explain what you do?
Yeah, so basically what we do now is my job here is head of production, head of the composite department. We have now transformed from a, say, custom design boat into more production run across the whole build. So, yeah.
So you can choose like options on it, and you have like pre-made mold.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, so we have obviously our 3, 4, and a 5 and a 6 cabin,
Okay.
and we productionized it so we can make that the hull, and then we can add in our options later down the line in the build.
All right, well, I tell you what, he's going to give me a tour of the factory in a minute, but the first thing we got to see is hull number 5. You
Yeah,
ready?
come on ahead. Yeah,
All right,
let's go.
do it.
We headed over to the completion bay where they had an Island Spirit 410 and my 525 just about ready.
So it's a bit misleading here because even though it looks like it's far from completion,
yeah.
it's I mean, they're saying a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, so this is about 4 weeks from finish.
Okay.
What we do now is we don't put the windows in until the interior is all being sprayed, basically near top coats down, finished.
Okay.
Then we'll put the windows in. Our fly bridge, you can see at the minute, they are covering up with the plastic to respray the fly bridge again. But this is where the join is. We'll respray all the join areas. Then once we get that stage, we'll start with the interior, and everything is made off the line, as you can see. Rather than make it when we need it, we have inventory now of the stuff that we need on the boat. So we have berths made down the other end of the shop. They'll be brought up to here and then installed, dry fit, bonded and done.
Okay. Well, I've been waiting for him, ready to get on board. Is it okay to get on there and take a look?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
It is a building site, so just be careful, okay?
Yeah.
I have to do the health and safety talk.
Right.
I'm around the factory, but this is all new laminate spec.
Okay.
So what you're seeing on is lighter, stronger. We've changed the infusion setup, which we did previously. We've incorporated more quality into it, laser levels and things like that.
Okay.
To speed everything up, we pre-make all our panels and our Formica off the job, and then we introduce it when we have this side all prepped, ready to go. And we panel everything. We put aluminium supports here for the roof. They're all made in the interior shop, which you'll see later on.
The starboard hull is set up with 2 cabins and 2 heads, one aft with a pretty good size head, and another one just slightly smaller forward. The porthole is set up as mine. Turning forward, I have a really spacious office. I'm excited about that. I have a single head on my side with a huge shower. And my aft cabin is really spacious. From the main deck, you can access the fly bridge from either side. If you're interested in the Island Spirit 525, click the link in the description. They're cranking one out about every 2 months now. Be sure to tell them you saw it on Sailing Doodles. The crew was getting ready to fire up the Yanmar for the first time that would power my generator. All right, they're about to test run my engine for the first time, the generator. That's the Yanmar 80 horsepower, so they've got a bucket of water so they can pull water and do all that stuff, and the exhaust. But they're filling it up, getting it ready to go. So Ray, head of M&E manufacturer, thank you so much. So you helped me last time there. So this is the new generator that's going in there. How many horsepower is it?
80 horsepower.
80 horsepower.
Yes.
And so, like, you would normally put 2 of these in there just to power the boat, but this is the generator. So how do you connect the generator on there off the back?
Connect at the back.
Okay.
The flywheel.
Flywheel.
Yes.
Okay. That's crazy. I mean, it's. Oh wow. I mean,
It's not that big.
it is really not that big.
No.
And that's 65 kilowatts? That's crazy. You just bolt that on. I mean, it's more to it than just bolting it on, but you know, you get 65 kilowatts off that tiny little, I mean, that thing's not, but, I mean, you know, 14 inches wide and like 8 inches deep. Let's see. Cool. And it's going to be much quieter than the old one, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. She was running nice and smooth.
That's all right.
The red line is 3,200.
All right.
Quieter than the old generator. A lot quieter. That's what it's doing there? Okay. So it's running 2,700 RPM right now, which is what it'll run when it's running the generator. You know, 3,200 RPM max.
So it's pretty exciting. That is the new boat. But now we're going to go. So they also make another model, the 410. We're going to take a quick look at that and then show you the rest of the factory. This might be a different video. I think it probably will be. But so if you're, make sure you're subscribed to the channel to catch us in the next video when we show all that stuff. It's pretty cool. All right, Will, thank you, man, for showing me.
No worries. Enjoy.
Yeah, all right. So now after this, we're going to go take a look at another tour of the other boats and the rest of the factory. Well, it's pretty exciting to be here in Thailand, getting to look at the new boat. You know, when I first saw it, I was like, man, it's only 4 weeks away. I don't know, is that going to be, it doesn't look, but they promised me that when I go back in 2 weeks, so I'll film that it will look 95% done. And then, you know, just a couple weeks after that, it'll be in the water sailing around. So 4 weeks till we're on the boat moving around. One thing I'm excited to announce is that I have created a Sailing Doodles crew app.
I've been working on the app for a while, and I think I finally have it dialed in. There's a feed with daily updates, videos, and pictures. I've already been posting a lot about our trip to Thailand. There's a forum where you can discuss all types of topics. There's a chat room where patrons can chat in real time. You'll get exclusive access to at least once a week live videos. There's a cruising guide where I leave reviews of all the places I have sailed and lots of tips and tricks. And you can build out your profile. There will be more to come.
So right now the app is only available for patrons. So go to patreon.com/sailingdoodles and you become a member there and you get access to the app automatically. Eventually it will be in the app store and all that. Right now it's just a web app, but I've got a few more tweaks to do on it. Eventually it will be public where everyone can sign in, but there'll be limited access. You won't get to see the live chats. You won't get to see the daily posts, the feed posts and stuff like that. And there'll be limited access on the forum and chatting and all that. But you still get free access to it if you'd like. But again, if you join at patreon.com/sailingdoodles, you get free access to it and get the daily updates and all that cool stuff with the app. All right, one more piece of housekeeping there is that the Naughty Dogs is for sale. My 1989 CT56. I'm asking $160,000. Email me. The email's popping up right there. If you are interested in it, it's in the Chesapeake, and it'll be ready for you know, some spring and summer sailing whenever you want to go in it. I think it's a great boat set up to cruise around the world, and it's got a lot of history to it. So email me, $160,000. I'd rather do that now than have to get brokers involved and all that. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you like this video and you're subscribed. And again, if you want early access to the videos, access to the app, the all-new Sailing Doodles app, become a patron, patreon.com/sailingdoodles.
Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. In the next video, I take you on a tour of the Island Spirit factory and the Island Spirit 410.